Hello, hello. Oh, that's too loud. Okay. Um, okay, there we go. Sorry about that, chat. That was strange. With that being said, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. If not, I'm going to be very sad. With that being said, hello, Phoenix, and congratulations on being the first person in chat. Hello, Nisi fam, Butterfly and Cookie, Anon420, Cereal, Angel HH. Yes, you made it, Phoenix, and you were first today. Um, hello, Ollie Optimus. Hello, Mommy Ramiru. Hello, Randy S. Hello, Desire Arc. Hello, Auntie Smiley. Hope you're all doing well. Hello. Hello, Angeli. I finally had time to join. It's been a while. Well, it's good to have you back. Actually. Ignore the mess that currently lays atop my head. Alright? I just let my hair out of a bun, and for whatever reason, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of wavy on the ends. Low key, I'm like jealous of people that have wavy hair. So, dude, does that mean that my hair is gonna become wavy? I don't know. Because I don't think it used to do this. That's like, is that normal? I don't know, maybe that's normal. I have no idea. Also, thank you, Mommy Ramiru, for the $1. You beautiful fucking bastard. Very much appreciated. Hell yeah, first dono of the night. Hell yeah. Absolutely. And, I found a name, and it's better than Al. I am very happy. Well, congratulations. Yeah, because, like, whenever I saw Al, for whatever reason, my brain saw it as AI, because, like, a lowercase L looks the same as, like, an uppercase I, at least on YouTube. So, you know, considering the fact that I don't know very many people named Al, if any, I don't know anybody named Al, to be honest. You know? Yeah, yeah, anyways, with that being said, I paused a Gotham chess video to come here, because Femi is always worth it. Well, how sweet of you. Fit check, it's pretty basic today. You know, I just kind of threw this on, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary, you know, just me existing as a rectangle. I don't know, I just wanted to start stream quickly. That's why I was muted at the beginning, because I'm retarded and don't know how to set up stream properly, it seems, I guess, for some reason. With that being said, I should probably brush my hair a little bit. It's like a little bit of a mess. Just actually, I don't know. Do I leave it like this? Chat, do I brush my hair? Do I just leave it like this? I don't know. Maybe I just leave it like this. What do you guys think? How are them breastplates? That's a strange question to ask. It's fine. I want to see them. Let's see what. What are you trying to see here? What is it that you're in the process of trying to see? Also, did I lag spike? I really hope not. Maybe slight brush? That's what I was thinking. I don't know. I actually want it to be like, but I don't know if I can do it without like, because like dude, I want it to be wavy, but if I brush it, it's gonna be straight. Well, dude, it's only wavy when it's like in a, my hair is messy because it was just up kind of way. I don't think I'll ever be able to get it to be like actually wavy unless I were to like specifically, I don't know, maybe if I use like a heat curler a little bit, but I don't have one of those. I need to get one. I need to get a heat curler, chat. You're a woman, you're objectified. Yeah, that's true. Dude, you know, I transitioned from male to property. You know, isn't that awesome? I love doing that. Yes, heat curler. Dude, I would fucking slay with curly hair, alright? I'm just saying. Low key. I don't know, like, I'm gonna, I think, yeah, next week. I thought I was gonna, be getting a haircut this week, but it's actually scheduled for next week. So I'm retarded. I got things mixed up. So, I intend on getting bangs next week, actually. Next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. And, yeah, you guys are gonna see that. It's probably gonna be like, I don't know, down to here, roughly. And then when it grows out a bit, I might grow it out a bit and then, like, maybe make it a little bit wavy. on like the sides and stuff, on like the sides and the back. Maybe like a little bit on like the top portion. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't really know how heat curlers work. Can you speak in the most stereotypical feminine tone? I mean, I could. I'd rather not. Like, I don't know. Like, what am I meant to say? Like, I feel like if I do that, I'm just gonna be skinwalking a gay man. You know? Because like when I think of like the most feminine tone, right? I think of gay man with Valley Girl accent. All right, gay man with Valley Girl accent. It's the first thing I think of when I think of, you know, feminine mannerisms. You know? Don't cut it short. It's pretty at that length. Yeah, fair. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get it like down here. I don't know. I think I want to have it like a little bit shorter just so that it's easier to manage. Because like I do want to like learn how to style my hair and whatnot. And I also want it to be like layered so that it frames my face a little bit better, if that makes sense. So for me, like the number one thing is going to be the way that it frames my face in a way that looks good. And yeah, and you know, fits, you know, the sort of aesthetics that I like to go for. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. Well, my hair is gonna get like super dry. It's like, all right, dude, I don't know. I need to use hair oil more often, I think. Hair goes back. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Joke is dead now. Which joke? Dono goal? Yeah, we always have a dono goal. What do you mean? Or like dono goal for what? Are you saying like dono goal for like a certain haircut? Or what? I'm a little bit confused. But yes, hair does in fact grow back. I'm probably not gonna get it that. I'm like, it's not like I'm gonna get it like above my shoulders or anything like that. I'd probably get it like, I don't know, here maybe. I mean, it makes a big difference, I think. But I don't know. The fact that I've been in so many streams, Femi knows my username, even after I changed it, lol. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the benefits of watching me is and interacting in chat a lot is, you know, I see that you're active and, you know, I take note of that fact and I remember you, you know? Especially if you've been supportive. Femi with wavy hair. Oh, for heat curler. Yes. Yeah, chat, we should do that. Dude, fundraising for heat curler. I actually have no idea how expensive those are. Middle part? Oh god. I don't know. When I get bangs, I might consider like a middle part. Like bangs, but like they're kind of like parted slightly. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm thinking it'd probably be better if they covered my forehead. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see. Trans people are not real. That's true. I'm actually a figment of your imagination, chat. I'm not real. Oh no. I don't exist. Oh god. Dude, if this was a video, I'd edit it where I slowly disappear. Like it fades into just like my chair. You know? It becomes like a Hassan Piker stream. What is this live about? So right now I'm just chatting, all right? We're just chatting right now. But in a bit what we're going to do is well, hold on. I need to view the playlist, okay? We're going to watch a video about how the devil attacks men. All right? All right, Satan is controlling all of the men in chat. That's right. You're being attacked by Satan right now. Anyways, after Trans Day of Visibility, we ceased to exist. Well, no, that's when we became invisible. Right? We gained invisibility powers. It's actually pretty sick. But yeah. Hello, Abby Gillespie? Gillespie? I don't know, I probably butchered that. Oh well. You're very narcissistic. It's quite funny. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Armchair Psychologist, for diagnosing me with narcissistic personality disorder. Your contribution here is very much appreciated. I'm new here. Why, hello. Why, hello. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I need to, hold on, I gotta turn my headphones on and then connect them to my PC. I was invisible before it was cool. Yeah, me too, exactly. See, you get it. All right, so I gotta go to settings, sound, or yeah, Bluetooth. And then I connect it there. All right. Sorry, I am, so out of this. All right. Then we minimize that. Then we go to voice meter. Then we change this over to, is that have it? I got it right, chat. Are you proud of me? You better be proud of me. Anyways, if you're not proud of me, I'm going to be very, very sad. Slay Queen, why thank you. Why thank you. Not my proudest nut is crazy, by the way. Well, that's a crazy thing to say. That's a crazy thing to say. Oh, man. I mean, what else can I say in response to that? Good point, Anti-Smiley. All right, we can never get a J slur, all right? That's what the government wants you to do, all right? It's better if we never get J slurs and instead we spend all day online, all right? We all know that that's, the truth that the government is hiding from us, all right? That's what they actually want. YouTube made me trans. Wait, does that mean that you're a figment of my imagination? Because, Glup Shido in chat said that trans people aren't real. So that means that we must be, imagining things. You have a cock and balls, idiot. Chat. Holy shit. No way. I have a cock and balls? Holy fuck-a-moly. I had no idea, chat. It's time for a cock and ball torture session. Who's excited for the cock and ball torture session on stream? I know I sure am. It is cock and ball torture time. That is right, everybody. Chat, how excited are you? I know I sure am. Yes, base. Dude, one in chat. If you love cock and ball torture, that's right. What the fuck did I just walk into? Chat, we're cock and ball torture maxing. That's right. Finally, I catch a CBT stream. Oh, yeah. I love this. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. I too have cock and balls. That's very epic. Thank you for sharing. What a time, way to talk about a time to walk in. Yes, indeed. I'm wheezing. LMFAO, stop. Hi, wheezing. I am Femyoz, and it is time for my daily cock and ball torture session. Now, there are plenty of methods that we can do, cock and ball torture. There's circumcision of the penile shaft skin. You can receive penis Indian burns. There's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of great stuff you can do. Is this your whole thing? I have a lot of things. I don't think that anything can truly encapsulate my whole thing. I have many different, I guess, I don't know if I was, you know what? Yeah, I actually have many different personalities. I actually have dissociative identity disorder. And I know this because I asked ChatGPT. And it said yes. After I, gave it certain information. Yo, thank you so much, Batao Crafter, for the $15, you beautiful fucking bastard, saying, R.I.P. King Cobra JFS. I couldn't possibly agree more. Rest in peace to the Bogum King, King Cobra JFS. I heard about that today. I saw a YouTube community post about it, and I'm like, out of all the lolcows, why does it have to be him? He was the one good one. He was actually kind of chill. Yeah, sure, the food that he made on camera was fucking disgusting and looked inedible, and he came up with some of the weirdest combinations of all time, but You know, you never did anything immoral. Like, why couldn't it have been, like, somebody that's, like, a pedophile, like Cyrax, instead? Like, why did it have to be the one lolcow that did no wrong? Yeah, he actually had a heart, okay? He was not a bad guy. Alright, that's my view on him. Right? That's my view on him. Anyways. Yeah, how did he go before Ethan Ralph? How did he go before Ethan Ralph? It's actually fucked up. Actually fucked up. Alright, Ethan Ralph or Cyrax or both should have gone first. Alright? Like, come on. I don't know. How do I act and dress like a girl if I don't want my mom to know? I don't know, just don't do it in front of her, I guess. I don't know. Look, I don't have the best advice for that. Because you know, I didn't come out until I was already an adult, so. Diarrhea queen? Yes! Dude, is that me? You're describing? Yes, I actually am the diarrhea queen. Dude, one in chat. If you love diarrhea. Dude, we love diarrhea and cock and ball torture on the Femyoz YouTube channel. Anyways, how do I run from the monsters in my head, not under my bed? I don't know. You just like run away until they disappear. What the fuck is wrong with you? A lot of things are wrong with me. You know, that's like a very broad question. You're gonna have to be more specific. Like, you'd have to like describe like a specific facet of my brain in order for us to figure out what exactly is wrong with me. You know? You mock women. No, I just mock you specifically. Because you're weird and retarded. And low IQ. Anyways. Let's see here. Diarrhea Queen and Can We Goon here is a hell of a 1-2 combo. Yes, absolutely. You know, one of the probably the least unhinged Femyoz chatter. Alright? You are bipolar. You better believe I am. Alright? One day, I'll be the most chill, relaxed motherfucker on stream. Alright? And then the next day, I'll be like a complete schizophrenic retard. Like right now. And, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of in between, but I mean, not for the most part. For most of the time, it's, you know, there's two extremes. Something about your speech pattern reminds me of Jordan Peterson. Well, I don't believe that for a second. Because Jordan Peterson is retarded, which, I mean, same. You know, I too am retarded. But aside from that, you know, we have to keep in mind that Jordan Peterson has dementia. And you can tell based on how he speaks and his speech patterns. He's not able to construct a basic sentence in English without it being completely incoherent. It's fucking terrible. Why is your hair under your headset? Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to put rip my hair out of my fucking skull? All right, rip it out of my scalp and then put it on top of my headset. Make it make sense. What are your pronouns? My pronouns are USA, and I identify as non-binary. That is right, everybody. Dude, my humor is devolving. My humor is devolving. I was watching him Kick. I'm gonna be real. I don't really pay attention to Kick chat. Because, you know, I don't really have an audience on Kick, I don't think. You know? I don't know, maybe I do now. I don't know, because, like, whenever I check, it's, like, some, like, retarded person scamming. Being like, oh, yeah, dude, if you download the software linked in my account, you'll get, like, 1,000 concurrent viewers. It's like, how about you kill yourself? In Minecraft, of course. Yo, thank you, Ryan, for the 2, saying you don't do anything. Well, I entertain people, I think, you know? Yes, my humor is very American and patriotic, you know? You know, I'm a true patriotic red-blooded American. Yeehaw. No, you're thinking of you're thinking of the other kind of Kick. Nobody streams on Kick, like 3-letter Kick. We're talking about Kick, like K-I-C-K. And I guess I just, you know, it's like, well, I may as well multi-stream. But yeah, this is what I mean, all right? Here's what Kick Chat looks like, and here's why I ignore it, okay? Here's the first message I got. At Femyoz, tired of streaming to 0? Let's change that. Only at, and then their retarded website that has a computer virus, okay? All right, that's why I don't read Kick Chat. Because it's shit like that. Dude, it's like half my audience on Kick is random scammers. Femyoz is very entertaining and adorable. Well, thank you. Hello, tipster. Good to see you again. Good to see you. What is your value proposition? Well, I just said. You're so cute. Why, thank you. I very much appreciate that. You need a mod on Kick? Maybe. I don't know how to give mod on Kick. Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't give enough of a shit. You know? It's a lot of effort for very little payoff, you know? Anyways. They are bots. Change your settings on Kick. Well, dude, I'm too lazy. I don't care enough. Yeah, stay here. Kick is dumb. Well, yeah, it's just like there's like a multi-stream option, so like I may as well, you know? I may as well. Hey, just found your channel. You look amazing. Thank you, Jolly. I really appreciate that. You are amazing. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. You too. I really appreciate that. Hey, Femi. Yo, what's up? Hello. Welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. You're conservative, Brody. Damn. Nobody gives a fuck. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome how, like, nobody is... What do you want me to do? Would you like me to give you a high five? Do you want me to give you a round of applause? Do you remember me? I apologize, I do not. But if you stick around for a while and you're active in chat, chances are I'll start to remember you. What is this? It is the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. Yes, the greatest that there is. Chat, do you want to learn how the devil attacks men? Do you want to learn how the devil attacks men? Because there's a video about it from Pastor Mark Driscoll. All right? And, you know, apparently Satan is controlling everybody. All right? Satan is attacking you, men. Men in chat. All right? Listen up. All right? Very important stuff. Satan is attacking you. All right? And we need to learn why and how. This is the best live. Let's fucking go. All right. Chat. Let's see. I'm going to change the title to, in quotation marks, how Satan, or I'm just gonna do, Satan is attacking you! Exclamation point mark. Alright? And it's in quotes. Alright. We're gonna change it to that. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up in the algorithm. I'm gonna subscribe. This shit too funny. Let's fucking go! Alright, chat. We're gonna learn how the devil attacks men, all right? So you can see here how the devil attacks men. Yes, that's right. I'm so excited. Prepare to feel attacked, men in chat. Yes. You're gonna understand if the video fucking plays, which is not going to.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Oh my god, my fucking ear's bleeding. Oh my god, I need to turn it down on my end.
What does it mean to act like a man?
Most churches
I mean, it's obviously something socially constructed.
nowadays are run by guys you could knock over with a stiff breeze.
Is it okay for a woman to make more than a man? Absolutely.
Yes, obviously. Who gives a fuck? What difference does it make?
I think. Okay, are you a man?
Dude, the car horn fucking scared me.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, describe yourself. I'm the breadwinner, and he is more of like a stay-at-home type. I know.
Yeah, problem?
He takes on a lot of more quote-unquote feminine roles.
Same thing
Let's
with
go,
women.
based.
I'm pretty sure that could be.
Me when I advocate in favor of pegging, let's go. Hell
Women
yeah.
that could be that.
It's more of like patriarchy that's like the thing.
To act like a man, I don't think there's like generally any way that anyone's supposed to act.
Yeah, true. Fucking base.
How in the world are we supposed
Dude, is this supposed to be like a bad thing? Wait, they're showing this off as if it's like a bad thing. Like this is, you're supposed to be angry right now, chat, because apparently this is how you're being attacked by
to
Satan.
know what it means to act like a man?
Wow. Great stuff. Well, wow. And you know that it's a man. Because look at how masculine he is. He's out in the wild killing... I don't even know what the fuck. Is that like some like Resident Evil dog? I don't fucking know, dude. Dude, killing dogs in Resident Evil makes you act like a man, I guess. That makes you a real man.
You guys ready to go to work tonight? So good to have you.
Did he just say, are you guys ready to go to work tonight? Is that what he said as an intro to like hype people up?
You guys ready to go to work tonight?
You guys are ready to go to work tonight. Yeah, dude, that's one hell of a way to hype up your audience. Chat, are you ready to go to your soul-crushing, dead-end 9-to-5 job that makes you suicidal? Yeah, can we get a round of applause? Yeah, let's fucking go!
So good to have you. If you are new, my name is Pastor Mark. I love you. We're very glad to have you. For those that are joining us online around the world, welcome. For the guys here
Yeah, that's like me and you guys.
at Scottsdale, be in prayer. We need space. I'm praying that God would give us room for at least 1,000, maybe 1,500, 2,000 men a week.
I don't think that that's how prayers work. I think you just like, I don't know, paid a bunch of money and got the space.
I want to see the largest men's Bible study
Yeah, we got the floor manager. Floor manager pastor.
in the United States of America, right here in Arizona. And I want it to be simulcast online as the biggest weekly
So you can tell that this guy is old as fuck, because like, is his beard graying out? Or is there just like something wrong with this skin?
Christian men's gathering in the history of the world. Other than that,
Wow.
we got nothing to do. It's good to see you guys. And I'm very honored to teach. And I'll be teaching out of my first book on manhood.
No, I think it's definitely gray.
Act like a man. If you want to get a copy, that's great.
Wow, yeah. Make sure to get a copy of my shitty book that nobody wants.
Some of you guys need to know it has pictures. That'll help.
Wow, it has pictures. He really knows his audience. He knows his audience. His target demographic is fucking retarded. So they can't read words on the page, right? They need a picture book. So he's advertising it. It has pictures. It has pictures, chat. That means that it's at your reading level. Because you're retarded. You can't read properly like a normal person. You're stuck at a 3rd grade reading level.
It's not all words. I don't have an agent. I don't take a percentage. There's no publisher. There's no question. Just trying to help because I love you guys with all
No, don't ask
my
questions
heart. It
about
means the
Wow, he's just trying to help by shilling his dog shit book.
world to me that you would give me the honor of teaching you God's word. And so I'm going to do a 4-part series.
Yeah, God's word, aka shilling my shitty book for money. Yeah, that's exactly what God wanted. God wants you to shill your dog shit picture book.
On act like a man. And if you have
Chat, who's excited to learn how to act like a man?
any confusion
Well, a lot of people say that I act like a man.
about what a man is,
So clearly I know a lot about this topic.
just ask the guys at your table. Look
What's he done to you? You are showing the internet how bitter you are. He's been cringe and retarded, so I'm making fun of him. I don't see what the issue is.
around, and if for some reason you're still confused, we'll pray for you, okay? So, true or false, we live in a world where masculinity is under attack.
True! Men are being attacked! No! The West has fallen! I can't believe it!
It just is. I mean, from the
Yeah, you tell
House to
him!
the White House, which is pretty much today the same house, what we have is a constant attack on men and masculinity.
Yeah! Men are being attacked! They're the victims! That's so true! Men are being attacked! I guess. I'm dying, you're way too funny, I'm subscribing and following and liking this. Let's fucking go, W. Lexi! Hell yeah.
And all of this starts, honestly, with Satan.
Yes, I'm a victim, you're a victim, we're all victims, and it all goes back to Satan.
Jesus says in John chapter 8 that history is governed and run by 2 fathers, God the Father and Satan the father of lies. And that the father of lies, his
Satan is lying to you. Only this guy knows the truth.
particular skill set is lying and destroying. And he's lying about men, and he is destroying nations and cultures.
Dude, that's like what I do. Dude, I'm destroying culture. Because I'm one of them transgenders.
With our own by attacking men.
Yes, before Satan, there was Camden Gerard Davis.
So what we want to do, we want to be God's men. We want to be the Father's sons. We want to ask how we can be part of the solution and not the problem in the end.
Yes, be a part of the solution. You know, the ultimate solution. The final solution, if you will.
The answer is, when God wants to change something, he starts with a man.
Oh, it's so true. Because women are subservient, am I right?
And he starts
because they're like in the kitchen and stuff.
with a man because men are the leaders. Men are
Yeah, that's true. Women can't lead. It's literally impossible. There's no such thing. Women, the only thing that women can lead is washing the dishes in the kitchen.
the head. Men are chosen, appointed, and anointed by God to serve God and to make a difference. So the
That's so true. Women aren't able to make a difference. So you're so right, King. You tell them.
overarching scripture for our 4-week series is right here. 1 Corinthians 16, 13, and 14. Be alert, stand firm in the faith, act like a man.
Woman.
This will blow your mind
Fuck.
if you're in college. There are men and there are women, and
Dude, he's like running out of breath. Like, Jesus Christ, go do some fucking cardio, bro. You clearly need it.
they are different. And that men
Dude, he is just like, dude, you can hear him fucking wheezing. Like, bro, go on a run every day. Dude, you're like gonna die of old age quickly. Like, oh my God.
should act like men, and they should not
Like, lay off the Mickey D's, go on a fucking bike ride,
act like women.
and you won't be wheezing on stage. This is pathetic.
And if you're offended, you're
Yeah, real men are fat, hair graying losers like this guy. You know, that can barely, string a sentence together on stage without wheezing. Because he's fat and he eats too much McDonald's and never works out.
acting like a woman. Toughen up. Be alert, stand firm in the faith, act like a man, be strong. Your every action must be done with love. So what we're going to talk about is how Satan is attacking manhood.
Oh, chat, that's how you guys are being attacked. Yo, thank you, Vunage, for becoming a member. Welcome to member
And
gang.
3 ways to punch back. That's my talk today. I'm going to give you a
Wow,
lot of
three special
statistics.
ways.
I want to set the backdrop and the
Oh, dude.
overview for this war on men and masculinity. All the footnotes
Oh, dude, there's a war on on masculinity, chat. Chat, are we going to war with masculinity now?
are in the book, and you can find them there yourself. Are you ready to go? All right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Number 1, Satan's attack on men. Number 1, men are not launching into masculinity.
That's so true, dude. They're being manipulated. Okay, they're being coerced by the sissy hypno porn. Dude, it's gone too far.
I'll give you some statistics. 70% of D's and F in school are earned by boys.
Is that true?
By 8th grade, only 20% of boys are proficient in writing, and only 24% are proficient in reading.
I feel like that's just like a Gen Alpha thing in general, no? Like, I don't even think that's gender specific. I don't think that's gender specific. I'm pretty sure everybody that age is fucking retarded. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any claims.
However, young men spend an average of 8 hours a day on leisure and screen time.
It's so true, dude. It's the 8 hour a day goon sessions. Yo, thank you, that little floof and goober for the 5, saying, carry a hammer and be a good person and love yourself. Girls rule, boys rule. Very true, thank you.
What are they doing online?
Dude, we're gonna go to war with masculinity, chat.
Watching porn and playing video games.
Dude, those are like my 2 favorite activities. How does he
8
know?
hours a day. That means that
That's true. Dude, that's like my 8 hour workday. Is playing Fortnite and gooning. Yes, the only activity.
the average teenage
Yeah, based. Problem?
boy, how many of you are dads? I'm talking
Hold on,
to the
let's
dads.
see here.
8
We gotta
hours a
replay
day.
that.
What are they doing online? Watching porn and playing video games.
Problem?
8 hours a day.
Yeah, problem?
That means that the average teenage boy, how many of you are dads? I'm talking to the dads in the house. How many of you are dads and you have a son? Raise your hand. All right, let's pray for those guys. And I will say this, it takes more faith to raise a son than a
Oh, it's so true. It's so much more difficult.
daughter. It just does. You look at a little girl, she's like, oh, I've got a doll and I'm nursing and I'm caring for
It's
it. And
so
I've
true, dude. It's inscribed in her double X chromosomes that she likes dolls and Barbies.
got tea parties. And then you look at a boy and he's eating his own feces while playing with steak knives.
Yeah, it's so true. Dude, little boys love eating shit and throwing steak knives around the house. That's so true. That's like what every 2-year-old boy does, is throwing steak knives around the house. and eating their shit. Dude, he's so smart. Well, the girl in the corner is just playing with their Barbies. Oh, wow, dude, this guy is truly an intellectual powerhouse.
Like, that one is not going to do well.
Poop eaters shouldn't be leaders? No, what do you mean? Dude, they're eating shit and they're leading the household like men.
Okay, but for those of you who are raising sons, look at the world in which we live. All of education and all of entertainment is just seemingly demonically custom built by the
So true. Everything is demonic now.
father of lies.
Dude, everything is Satan.
And death to just break boys at the earliest possible
That's so true, dude. Everything I don't like is Satan and attacking men.
age. What we're seeing as well is that
Goodbye. Oh, hey, Femi, I gotta go. Goodbye, Knox. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
boys mature differently than girls.
Yeah, what do you think causes that? Do you think it's like a biological thing, or do you think it's socially conditioned? You fucking idiot.
So what we think is that there's something wrong with boys, so we medicate the boys to turn them into girls.
Yeah, that's so true, dude. We give them HRT. We force feminize everyone now, apparently. Dude, everyone gets force femmed. All right, we have state mandated sissy hypno porn. Dude, isn't that awesome?
In addition, 27% of men 17 to 24. How many of you guys are ages 17 to 24? Okay,
That's
can we
me.
welcome the young guys? Glad to have you.
Oh my god, that's me. He's talking about me, guys.
27% of you are too obese to qualify for the military. So there you go.
Dog, you were wheezing on stage like a minute ago. You were wheezing because you were tired from talking for like 5 minutes.
Oh, congratulations. In addition, currently 75% of men who are military age would not qualify for the military because of a physical, mental, emotional problem.
Yeah, problem? Yeah, dude, they're not real men. They don't want to, what's that? You don't want to, fight and die in a war? Wow, you must be a pussy for not wanting to, I don't know, bomb people in the Middle East, I guess.
Would disqualify them from service. We're looking at just a habitual generational breaking of men at the youngest possible age. I need you fathers.
So true, dude. There's an attack on masculinity.
And like me, grandfathers. I've got 3 sons, a son-in-law, and my 3rd grandson is about to be born. You need to know that this world knows nothing about how to raise a boy to be a man. The government knows nothing about how to take a boy and cause him to become a man.
What? You want the government to raise kids now? Do you know how insane that sounds? You want the government to raise kids. Like, do you not see why that's fucking deranged? Ah, yes. I want state mandated, rules, all right? Dude, he's literally advocating for state mandated bedtime. Dude, he's unironically in favor of state mandated bedtime now. What the fuck?
You and I are here to raise up boys to become men. And we have in our culture an absolute failure of boys to become men and launch into masculinity.
But masculinity, according to what standard? Why do they need to be masculine? Who gives a fuck?
You can't just hand your sons to a public school, a government school.
Yeah, then they might learn things like, evolution is real. And or, oh God, if it's really woke, they might learn that gay people exist. Oh no! Oh God, the horrors.
Just can't hand them a
They might learn about things like objective reality and be able to use logic and reasoning. Oh God. Wouldn't that be truly devastating?
screen and hope that
Yeah, exactly. Evolution is woke.
it works well for them. You need to know that everything that you are up against is demonic. It is
That's so true, dude. Everything is demonic now. All right, dude. Everything I don't like is Satan. Like, does he not realize how fucking deranged this
custom
is?
architected to break your boy before God can make him a man. And I need you men to take on that masculine leadership responsibility as head of household.
Dude, what if the woman does it and then the she has like a boy wife that she pegs? Like, why do you have an issue with that? What if the woman fulfills the masculine role and she has like a subby femboy, a boy wife? That's like shorter than her and weaker than her. That she pins down and look, all I'm saying is I don't see why you'd have a problem with that. If they were to have kids, it's a straight. If marriage is between a man and a woman, then there you go. There's your man and woman, and they're fulfilling both roles.
What makes matters even worse, those of us who are masculine and men, we understand that God made us to act like men.
God or society? Like, did God say you have to, like, grow beards, have short hair, and like things like tractors and beer and football? Is that what God said? Yeah, my favorite part of the Bible. Thou shalt watch football and drink lots of beer and drive tractors if thou is a man. Dude, that's like my favorite commandment.
We are said to be what kind of masculinity? Toxic masculinity, which is the kind of thing that only a beta male would believe.
That's true. Dude, if you think that toxic masculinity exists, you're a beta male because you disagree with me. You're not allowed to disagree with me or you're a beta male. That means you're a cuck and Tyrone is fucking your wife every night. Because you have like a different political take.
But there was this quote in 2019.
If you're 5'5", I'm keeping you in a cage. The fact that I'm not that far off. I'm 5'6".
From the American Psychological Association. I'll read the quote. Traditional masculinity. Can we just get a shout out for traditional masculinity? Can we just like...
Oh yeah, dude. It's actually being attacked by the woke mob.
Yeah, we drink whiskey.
Can we give a shout out to traditional masculinity?
We like...
There are plenty of traditionally masculine men that are all over the place. You're acting like they don't exist in society. Yeah, they're fucking everywhere, dude. Like, just look around.
Guns, we wear boots, we have beards, we drive trucks.
Yeah, dude, my favorite part of the Bible that says every man should drive trucks and drink beer and grow their beard out. That's so true.
We'd like to sleep with a woman, not a man, and we're not going to pray about any alternative. We are...
Yeah, how dare you have sex with another consenting adult? Dude, you just have you tried praying the gay away? You know, that's definitely something that works statistically. Yes.
Traditional masculinity. Amen? We're those guys. Hey, everybody else.
Yeah, fuck the gays. We're not one of them homosexuals.
Just come out of the closet and they've got a Pride Month. Let's just be clear. We are traditional masculinity.
Yeah, what about straight Pride Month? Why do you guys get gay month? Well, probably because of, like, I don't know, people like you. Like, people like you are the reason.
So what it says is that traditional masculinity marked by stoicism, meaning you're not an emotional basket case, competitiveness, which is required to exist on planet Earth and be anything more than a piece of furniture or a problem. How many of you guys, your business wouldn't go well without competitiveness?
Yeah, so his target audience is, like, upper middle class men with like children. Like, this is so sad.
Without competitiveness, dominance, we were made for dominion.
Yeah, men have to be dominant. Women aren't allowed to, though.
You were made to have dominance. You shouldn't be domineering, but...
Really? Then like, okay, well, I was assigned male at birth, okay? What, like, why do I want to be, like, pinned down by hot women? Like, what? Explain that one. Like, why am I not interested in being dominant?
Let me just say this. In this broken, fallen, sick, corrupted world, we need God's men to be dominating. That's for damn sure. Dominance and...
Okay, but like, what if I want a dominatrix instead?
Aggression. And aggression. What that means is we go forward, not backward. God didn't build us with the reverse gear.
Well, according to like a lot of transphobic people, you know, I've got the aggression down. Well, I'm very aggressive and male-coded. So... You know, I think I'm doing it right, I guess. You know, you shouldn't have a problem with me.
Specialization is not apologizing because someone got their feelings hurt, but asking whether or not we're obeying God and staying on His divine...
Wait, you're saying men should be dominant, and then you're talking about how men are meant to obey. You know, those are like complete opposites of one another. You fucking moron.
Mission for the life that He has entrusted to us. And what it says is that those things, quote, are on the whole harmful.
Wait, what's harmful?
Whatever. I agree with that, brother. So what they're saying is, here's what's harmful. Traditional masculinity, men who are not emotional basket case.
I don't think that's what they're saying. This sounds like a straw man. When people talk about toxic masculinity, which, by the way, isn't a term that I use, because it's like, you know, associated with like, you know, stereotypical, like hyper progressive, but like in like the Twitter lefty kind of way and not in an actual leftist kind of way. Look, it's not a term that I generally use because of the association with that. It sounds cringe, right? But all it really refers to is like performative, like over the top masculinity that's not genuine or authentic, right? In a way that is, toxic towards others, right? Like expecting yourself to be super masculine for no reason, right? Like trying too hard to be like a masculine, like an over the top masculine douchebag, right? That's what it refers to. And trying to force that upon other people, right? It's not saying that you can't be super masculine. That's not what anybody is saying. Nobody is saying that men aren't allowed to be masculine anymore. It's just like not happening.
They wake up in the morning to go to work with a competitive spirit. They want to dominate wherever they are in given leadership, and they're aggressive, meaning they're foot forward looking to expand. That's harmful.
Yeah, being aggressive, I mean, it can be harmful. It depends on the context. I guess you could say I'm aggressively tearing apart all of his retarded arguments and making fun of him. You could say I'm aggressive in that way, right? That'd be like a good context, right? There's like bad types of aggression, bad instances of it. So it really depends. Like what type of aggression are we talking about? So nobody's saying that all aggression is bad under all circumstances. You fucking moron.
That's harmful. Okay? You guys just need to know that this is exactly the playbook of the father of lies. The result is now
Satan is making men feminine, apparently.
Masculinity is considered toxic. In addition, it is
Dude, nobody thinks that masculinity itself is toxic. Nobody is saying
being
this.
replaced with passivity and men who are effeminate.
That's so true, dude. I can't believe these men keep getting pegged by their wives and dominatrixes and getting cucked by Tyrone. It's so fucked up. Dude, the white race truly has fallen.
Result is transgenderism, gender confusion.
Wait, what? Where did this come from? Wait, he went to, they're attacking masculinity, they think it's toxic, and that created transgenderism. What?
Effeminate. The result is transgenderism, gender confusion, mental health, dysphoria where you don't...
Mental health dysphoria. I'm dysphoric about my mental health. Dude, he doesn't even know the terminology. He thinks it's mental health dysphoria instead of gender dysphoria. What a complete fucking moron. Actual water-brained boomer retard. Like, holy fuck. Actual water-brained fucking boomer mouth-breathing retard right here on screen. God fucking damn. But apparently Satan created transgenderism.
Understand what your gender is, and the result is an entire...
Dude, I just don't understand what your gender is. You're just so confused.
broken...
It's just so confusing.
generation of young men who are failing to launch into masculinity. Let me just say this.
Yeah, you are obligated to be masculine, even though it makes you miserable and want to die.
Raising our young men, our boys, to be soft, to be weak, to be woke, and...
No! They've been infected by the woke mind virus! Dude, it's because the Jews put estrogen in the water.
I'll tell you this. If you allow the government to raise your son, you will not have a man.
Why would you have the government raise your child? What is wrong with you? Why? Well, like, I know that your audience is retarded, but I would assume that, they have at least the decency to raise their children. Like, what do you mean? Or do you mean them going to school? In which case, yeah, part of raising a child is sending them to school. And then you have time to work. Like, what?
It takes a man to raise a man. And fathers parent differently than mothers.
Yeah, on average.
Problem that we have is an entire soft, weak, woke, cowardly, passive, indifferent, fearful generation.
As opposed to you, who's fearful that Satan is everywhere and that everything you don't like is Satan. Like, you cannot say that the new generation is fearful while bitching and whining and fear-mongering about how Satan is controlling everything and there's an attack on masculinity, right? You are the most afraid fucking loser imaginable.
That has been over-mothered and under-fathered.
What does it mean to be over-mothered?
That is the problem. Number two, Satan's attack number two on men. Men are not launching into the workforce.
Yeah, true. Men's only value is working, but not women. Women aren't allowed to do that.
Let us do this, because we honor men who are doing the right thing. How many of you guys have a job? Hey,
Yo, dude, just casual drop of the J slur? That's fucked up.
Hey, thanks for going to work. And if you've got 2 jobs, you're the best guy in the room.
Dude, nobody should have to work 2 jobs. That's ridiculous. Nobody should have to do that. Like, the fact that there are people that have to do that is depressing. That's not a good thing. That's bad. That's actually a really bad thing.
We don't even have men who are looking at going to work as a masculine responsibility.
Yeah, why does it have to be? What if they want to be a husband, wife? What if they want to be a boy, wife? Well, what's so wrong with that? What if they have a super dominant girlfriend that's like, breeding them every night? And, they decide, I'm actually gonna become their housewife because, like, she's rich and she's already made like a bunch of money. So there's no reason to be miserable and work a 9 to 5 I hate. Yeah, what's like the problem with that?
We now have, which is just shocking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for instance, Uber Piss saying not Uber Piss, Uber Pies. I misread your name. I'm so sorry. Saying I work too to afford stuff. Exactly. Like, it's not something you do because you're virtuous. It's not, oh, it makes you a better person. You're doing it because you have to and you have no other choice. Like, yeah, that's like the only way to pay the bills because the economy sucks.
In our nation, let me explain how we got into this problem. Our nation has the highest percentage of fatherlessness of any nation on the earth.
I don't think that that's true. I highly doubt it. Out of all the countries that exist, I doubt that.
If you are a boy or a young man growing up in the United States of America, your odds of not having a father are 300% higher than the rest of the world. We have custom architected men and masculinity out of marriage and family.
Yeah, how? How exactly? Are you talking about when people get divorced? In which case, it is the man who in many cases doesn't battle for custody, while the woman does. It's going to be the case that on average, the woman actually wants to keep the kid more than the father. Like, I don't know what to, like, what, that's not like a systemic thing. That's just, that's just what I do. Now, obviously, it's going to be like, the decisions that they make might be based on certain systemic issues that might cause men to on average, care less about custody with a child. But
the result is, if you're a little boy and you have no dad, and you don't wake up every day and see your dad get up and go to work.
Hold on, the problem with one-parent households is not that there's a lack of a father. It's that there's like a lack of 2 sources of income, right? A house is going to be more stable if there's 2 parents. It could be 2 moms or 2 dads. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as there's 2 parents in the house, right? That's what matters.
You don't understand that men are made to work.
What? Why men and not women? Well, it's so fucking dumb.
Furthermore, you don't aspire to be like your father.
Problem?
And to be a man who works.
Yeah, problem.
I'll give you an example. When I was a little boy, my dad was a
What if you do have a father and you hate work? What if you don't want to get a J slur?
drywaller, construction worker. My grandpa George was a diesel mechanic. They both wore boots. So ever since I was a little boy, I've worn boots.
Wow. Wow, great to know that you were just like skinwalking the people around you and that you never changed and you have no personality of your own and that you're just skinwalking the people that you've been around.
And I'm not allergic to work.
Well, oh, wow. I almost sneezed there for a second.
One of my first jobs, I was a longshoreman. I lied about my age, falsified my birth certificate. It was before I knew Jesus.
Yeah, okay, but like, is that like something to be proud of? Or is that more like I had to do this to make ends meet for my family? Right? Because again, that's not a situation that you should be in.
But I spent my days throwing 100-pound sacks of peas off of railroad cars and also
Yeah, that doesn't sound particularly fun.
taking cargo off of ships at a port.
That's such a lie. Yeah, there's a good chance he's lying about it. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
was 15 years of age.
People like this, that get a bunch of money from shilling themselves, being like, buy my book, buy all my merch to support God. Yeah, usually they just like kind of are grifters and make shit up.
My dad worked. I knew that men worked. And you can't be a man unless
Yeah, dude, obviously, if I didn't have a father, I'd have no idea that I'm expected to work. Like, what are you talking about? Dude, everyone has to work regardless of gender, for the most part. Unless you get fucking lucky. And either you have a rich family, or you have like a rich boyfriend or girlfriend, okay? Those are the only instances in which you don't have to work, right? Or if you live off of disability, maybe, right?
Unless you work. But if you grow up with a father who doesn't work, or you don't have a father, so you don't see a man going to work, you don't value work.
What if you're like me and you have a masculine father that you grew up around, that goes to work every day and is actually like a very hard worker? And what if it's the case that I'm not somebody that has ever enjoyed work? I've always hated it. I've always, found it to be just miserable, right? Like everybody else on the planet. It's not something that I've ever been proud of. It's not something I've ever aspired to. What if, keep in mind, I'm somebody that's assigned male at birth. So by this guy's logic, right? It should be the case that I really value being a hard worker or whatever. It's something I really care about is working for its own sake. And working a soulless job for a greedy corporation that doesn't give a fuck about me. That should be my end goal in life. Now, that should be what I have a passion for.
The lack of fatherlessness has caused a lack of commitment to the workplace. I can still remember as a little boy.
Yeah, why are you not committed to the greedy corporations that take advantage of you?
Verbal process a little bit about my pops. He would...
I don't have a dad and I like to work. Yeah, exactly. There's some people that like to work. I don't understand how. I think that people's brains are wired differently. I'm not somebody that enjoys it. I find it to be tedious and monotonous, right? That's me. I'm unfortunate in that regard. I wish that wasn't the case, right?
Sleep on the job site sometimes, on the sheetrock.
Yeah, problem?
And then send the money home to me and my mom when I was a little boy.
Oh, okay, so he's not complaining about people sleeping on the job site. Never mind.
I could still remember my dad.
So he means like after work. Yeah, it's like, yeah, your dad did that. That doesn't mean that was a good thing. Assuming that he's telling the truth, right? If your dad did that, then like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you shouldn't have had to have gone through that.
After a long, hard day of carrying sheetrock and hanging sheetrock, coming home and laying on the floor just to stretch out because his back was killing him.
Yeah, nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should be working so hard that their back is in like immense pain. Like nobody should literally be doing back-breaking labor that literally breaks your back, right? I think that's fairly obvious.
And what I remember thinking is...
nobody should have to do that. That shouldn't be an obligation.
My dad would do anything to feed his family.
You shouldn't have to destroy yourself in order to exist.
My dad is willing to sacrifice his own comfort and literally break his own back to feed me. That gave me an aspiration as a young man. I need to grow up and...
I too aspire to work a dead-end job that I hate in order to barely make ends meet. Wow, I'm just like, oh wow, I'm just in awe. I'm just awestruck by it. Wow, I wish I could also, have a miserable life in which the only way I can survive is by doing literal back-breaking labor and never get to do anything fun.
Work a job. I started mowing lawns and working at a very, very, very young age because I wanted to help. I wanted to make money. I wanted to be like my dad. I wanted to deserve and earn the things that I obtained.
I feel like that's kind of a load of shit. Like the reason that you work is because you need to do it to make money. Okay? That's the reason everyone works. Nobody is working for fun. Okay? Maybe some people work for purpose. I find most jobs are completely meaningless. Right? Most of them are just like soul-crushing and meaningless and monotonous. Right? But nobody is choosing to work for fun. Like nobody is choosing to do it. People are doing it because they have to.
And that makes you a man. In addition, what we're seeing now is the highest percentage of young men ages 18 to 34 living with who? Their mother. 81% of single...
I wonder if it has anything to do with the economy.
Parent homes are run by a mother. So if you're a boy, you grow up, you have no father, you don't see a man, you don't know.
No, again, the problem with single parent households is the fact that they generate less income and there's less time that a kid gets to spend with at least one of their parents.
know what a man is. You don't know what a man does. You don't have a man to discipline you. You don't
Yeah,
have
you're just like so confused about what a man is. You just have no idea.
a man to direct you. Then you see your mom going to work from a very young age. Your mom is your caregiver and your caretaker, and she loves you and she feeds you and she comforts you.
Yeah, shouldn't fathers also do that? Why could only women do that? Oh, only women are allowed to care about their children and love them. That's like a womanly trait. Dude, if you're not a real man if you love your kids.
Which is great until you're in your 30s. And then at some point, you got to stop breastfeeding and go get a job. Right? Or vote for a Democrat. Those are your
You get it, guys? Because, like, if you're a Democrat, that's like when no job. That's so true.
options. And so what happens is this entire generation
Like the forced, awkward laughing in the background.
of men, they just had their mom taking care of them, and they hit their teens and their 20s and their 30s, and their mom just keeps going to work and they keep staying home just as if they were a little boy. True or false, if you have a dad in the home, he kicks you out of the home.
It depends on who it is. Same thing with the mom. Like some mothers would also want to kick their kid out of the home. Like depending on how old they are.
Dad's like, you got to get off the payroll. That's my wife. She's cooking me a pot roast. Go. Right.
Yeah, of course she's the one cooking. Oh, couldn't possibly be the man that cooks. Yeah, because it's a woman's duty to do all the household chores and all of that shit, I guess.
I've been waiting 30 years to get you off the payroll and walk around the house in my underwear. That day has come.
Dude, how many people realistically are 30 years old, living with their parents, walking around in their underwear, not having a job?
You gotta go now. And so what happens is a mom wants to keep her son as her little boy, and a dad wants to.
What mother wants that? What mom wants to keep their son as a little boy forever? He's just like making shit up. Like, no, they actually want what's best for their kid, which is to grow up and get a job. That's not exclusive to men. Women are like, no, I don't want him to get a job. I want him to stay here until he's 30. That's not how it works. That's just like a made up sentence. Like it's just he just like fucking made that up. He's just like making shit up when he says sentences like that.
Launch him to become a fellow.
Lol, my mom kicked me out and my dad talked her into letting me stay. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. And part of that is work. What we're looking at as well today, 19% of males, 1 in 5, ages 25 to 29, without a biological father are idle. You know what that means is? They're not working a job and they're not looking for a job.
Problem?
1 in 5 men, ages 19 to 25. You know what they have to do tomorrow?
How many women? How many women ages 19 to 25 aren't looking for a job?
Nothing.
Problem?
I'll wake up at the crack of lunch. I'll order
Wait, what if they're going to college and their parents are paying for it?
DoorDash. I'll watch
Yeah, I also don't trust a single stat this guy has.
porn. I'll vape, and then
Yeah,
I will
problem?
vote for a Democrat to feed me.
based?
That's
Fuck yeah, dude, base.
the
Let's
game
go.
plan.
Hell yeah, dude.
Am I making sense? If you're new, we can make noise. We can respond. We can holler.
Yeah, guys, you guys are being quiet. You guys are being awfully quiet in the audience. You know, it's just like dead air. All right, I look like a fucking retard right now. Guys, make sure to make lots of noise so I don't look like a complete jackass. You know, sitting here on stage as everyone just sort of awkwardly stares at me.
If you are a heterosexual man, this is a safe place.
Oh yeah, dude. As opposed to all the other places where it's unsafe to be a heterosexual man. What is he talking about? Where are heterosexual men unsafe on the basis of being heterosexual men? Where is this happening?
Okay, this is a safe place. Okay.
You are a retard calling other retarded? This is true.
In addition, we have a record 7 million men ages 25 to 54 who are not working and they're not looking for work.
Yo, based, let's go.
They call this NILF. It's not what you're thinking.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man, am I right? Thinking about milfs.
That's naughty.
You naughty bastard, dude. This is like so crazy.
It was with an N. You're like, oh.
Dude, he's explaining the joke. This is so sad. He thinks that because he got like a lukewarm response, that people just didn't get the joke. So now he's explaining the joke to his audience in hopes that they'll laugh. Like, this is so pathetic.
Finally, there's a point I understand. All right, well, welcome. Okay. NILF is not in labor force. An entire generation, 7 million young men, not in the labor force.
I don't know where he's getting these statistics from. What's your source? I feel like if you actually, took the time, you'd probably, I don't know, like have a source to cite. Like, oh, I got this from X, Y, and Z. Here's what, here's what this survey said. I don't fucking know. Literally anything.
Not even looking for a job. The reason that work is so good for men, it gives us purpose. It gives us...
I'm sorry, but like when he says numbers like that, it's tantamount to me just pointing to a random graph where it's an upward slope and being like, oh my God, the line goes up. That means good things are happening. Or alternatively, I point to the graph with the downward slope and I say, this is bad. Bad things are happening. I don't cite where it comes from. I don't explain where I got the information from. It's just like, trust me, bro.
Discipline, it gives us authority. It also gives us a sense of accomplishment. It teaches us how to fail with dignity, and it prepares us to become a husband and a father so that we can love and lead and provide for women and children. Amen?
What if your wife is rich?
This is why work is so important.
Yeah, the meaning of your life is to slave away at a job you hate. That's so true. That's why you exist. Wow, very, very inspirational stuff.
If you're a younger guy and you're not working, around this room and as well as online, there are business owners and leaders that are looking to hire men who are willing to work.
Yeah, people that are willing to be exploited. I mean, it's not as much of being willing as it is, you kind of have to, but that's besides the point.
Yes, he is. Find that guy afterward. Find that guy afterward. Satan's attack on men, number 3. Men are not launching.
Like, I'm sorry, but like you're talking about how people need to work, and this is your job. Just like saying a bunch of bullshit. Your job is to get on stage and say a bunch of retarded shit. And you get a fuck ton of money doing it. All right? You get money to be a retard. I mean, to be fair, that's like what I'm doing on YouTube to an extent. So I just like yap a lot into a microphone. Right? This isn't my full-time job. I wish it was. Into
marriage. We have a record of young men who are cohabitating. Do you know what cohabitating is? You're living and sleeping with your girlfriend. Usually this is how it works.
Yeah, problem?
You're living with your mother and she's paying your bills, and at some point she gets sick of it. So you...
Wait. I thought you said that mothers don't want their kids to grow up. And that they're the ones that prevent them from getting kicked out of the house if there's no father. But now you're saying, actually, mothers also kick their kids out of the house. So you've now changed your position. Which one is it? You can't argue both of these things at the same time, you fucking moron. But of course, his target audience is so retarded that they're not going to notice things like that.
You find a gal with low expectations and a high...
They're just like, because his audience, keep in mind, his target demographic is a bunch of mouth-breathing retards. Like, a bunch of like retarded boomer men that are sitting there just like listening to everything he says, and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Huh. Oh, that sounds like a good point. Yeah, that's probably true. So not actually paying attention to whether or not what he's saying is logically consistent.
Sense of mercy with a decent paying job to pick up where your mother left off. You move into her house, you eat her food, you sleep in her bed, and you let her pay your bills.
That sounds awesome, dude. You get to be your subby boy wife, and she pegs you every night.
That is not a marriage. That is...
Why not? Dude, what if they get married?
Like a girl that picks up a lost pet.
Yo, pet play? Pet play mention? Let's fucking go. Yo, thank you, Desire Arc, for the ones saying help. I've been timed out and I don't know why. Chat. Or mods, who the fuck timed out? Who the fuck timed them out? Somebody untimed them out. I have no clue. Mods, be careful not to false ban people. And other mods, keep an eye out on that. Alright? Alright, we don't want that. No more, no false timeouts. Alright? I'm like scrolling up. I don't see anything. So it must have been a while ago. But either way, we're gonna continue, all right?
Okay, if you're that guy, you're a stray. That's what you are. You're a stray.
But if a woman does it, it's fine, I guess. But if you're a man, then that's like a bad thing, I guess. Even though it's literally the same fucking situation.
You're not a man, you're a stray. And you need to be neutered, by the way. I just thought about that. You're a stray.
Wait, aren't you like the type of person that complains about low birth rates, though? Like, are you the type of motherfucker to feel like, no, the West has fallen, look at how low birth rates are. And now you're advocating for people to get neutered.
That needs to be neutered. And what we're seeing now, how many of you guys...
You need to get neutered for not being in the type of relationship that I approve of.
You're married. Married men? Hey! Oh, wait.
He wants us in chastity cage? Question mark? Yes.
Wait, one more question. Do it again. To a girl. Okay, yeah! All right, good.
The way that it's like he's cheering for himself more than his audience. He's like trying so hard to hype them up.
Okay, so if you're married to a girl, we honor that, right? When men go to get married, we cheer for them, we pray for them, we support them, we celebrate them, because marriage is good. It's not...
Wait, why is marriage good? Like, aside from, like, financial benefits. Like, why is it good?
It's not good to be alone.
Well, I'm gonna be real. If you can't live alone, then, you're not ready for a partner, okay? If you can't live without one, that means that, yeah, maybe you just had a bad breakup, and, you gotta wait a little bit. You gotta heal. You gotta work on yourself first, okay? This mindset of, I need another person to make me whole is toxic as shit. Like, no, you actually don't. You need to work on yourself, focus on your mental health, and then, when you're able to be alone, if the opportunity arises, and you find somebody that you like, fucking start dating them. If both of you are consenting.
It's just not good to be alone. This is me after 30 years of my wife working on me. Can you imagine?
Yeah, dude, 30 years of my wife trying to fix me. You know, women, am I right? But, you know, I'm still, like, horrible in every way.
Imagine how feral I would be without a girl.
Yeah, I'd be like a rapist. yeah. Could you imagine how much of a, like, sex craving degenerate I would be, and, you know, how hard it would be to not rape all the women around me?
So marriage is good, but what we're seeing is people aren't getting married. They're living together and sleeping together with no intention of marrying. For the first time in the nation's history, the majority of men who do marry are over age 30.
Problem? Wait, why is that a bad thing?
By the time of their first marriage.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that means that people are more certain of their decision.
It's not a sin to get married later.
Yeah, okay. So what's the problem? Even from like a Christian perspective, what's the problem? Also, aren't you like the anti-trans or whatever? So you do realize that purity blockers and HRT have extremely low regret rates. Extremely fucking low. You want to know what doesn't have a low regret rate? Marriage. So you want people to get married as soon as possible. But when it comes to transitioning, that's bad. All right, that's different. That's bad, even though the regret rates are extremely fucking low.
But here's what I would tell you. If you're a young man who loves God and is masculine...
Wait. He loves God? Doesn't God use he, him pronouns? Dude, that's kind of
You
gay.
should strongly consider...
Yes, knee replacement has a significantly higher regret rate than medically transitioning.
Getting married much younger than your peers.
Why? To benefit who? Who benefits from this?
Okay, much younger than your peers. Don't waste your 20s.
Don't waste your 20s having fun and doing things that, like, are actually worthwhile and make your life not suck, all right? Your 20s should also suck, all right? Your 20s should be miserable, actually. You should, like, never have fun, all right?
You know, getting venereal diseases and having awkward Valentine's days.
Dude, like, just because this is your experience doesn't mean that it's everybody else's, all right? You know, not everybody else is in that situation, my friend. All right, that's just you. Like, the projection is unreal.
Get a wife And for you single guys, you need to know the goal of dating is not to have a good time, but to meet a nice girl and to start.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, you don't. You're not in favor of having a good time. You're anti-fun, dude. This guy just sucks the fun out of everything. All right, dude. He's literally just like a hall monitor, dude. He exudes nothing but hall monitor energy. No, you're not allowed to have fun. Fun is bad. Why are you trying to have fun? Not on my watch. God says you're not allowed to have fun.
A nice family and to leave a nice legacy. Okay? And so,
Dude, who gives a fuck about legacy? Why does that matter?
we honor marriage. We support marriage. And what we're seeing is men
Unless it's gay people, I guess.
just start getting married. But what those men like, they like the benefits of marriage, like living and sleeping with her without committing to her.
Yeah, but like, what if neither party wants to commit to the other? Like, what if I just want to have a bunch of sex because it's fun? Like, what if I just want somebody to tie me up for one night, but I'm not interested in a long-term relationship? Is there really anything bad about that? The answer is no.
And how many of you are dads and that tremendously bothers you? See, when
Wait, what are you bothered by? What are you bothered by again?
you're a single guy, you're like, I don't know, I just want to live and sleep with her.
Yeah, problem?
What do you think about that, Dad? If it's
Like, who gives a fuck? Like, what? Like, why are you thinking about your daughter's sex life? That's weird. like you want, dude? It reminds me of a part of a Sam Hyde video or a Sam Hyde clip from ages ago, where he's playing a character talking about how he wants to be a dad that imagines his daughter having sex when Brandon is over. That's what that reminds me of. Hold on, I gotta find it. All right, hold on. I gotta look for this and show it to you guys. All right, it's a masterpiece. All right, you guys are gonna love this. All right, this shit is awesome. Hold on, dude. It's called "Naming My Son U.S. Marine Hyde." All right, where he talks about what he's gonna do when he has children. Okay. All right, dude. Let's take a look. Let's take a gander.
Anal.
United States Marine Hyde. What's his middle name gonna be? Locke. What's his middle name? Locke. Because Locke is a masculine name. It reminds me of Luke. Locke is a masculine name. Also, locks are masculine objects. They're hard, steel. Lock. My son will have a lock. Will be a lock like this. Lock.
Hell yeah.
Also, I decided to name my son's middle name Lock because I saw this in the car just now. That's how I decided my son's name for life, is I saw it in the car right now. If I have another son, it will be Kombucha Mint Radio Hyde. And then my next son, my final son, my greatest son, will be Earplug Tape Hyde.
Let's fucking go! Earplug Tape Hyde. Let's fucking go.
Together to get a plan for my life, the rest of my life. I'm gonna have a son. I'm gonna name my son U.S. Marine. That's right. That's my son you just gave failing marks to. U.S. Marine. What do you mean U.S. Marine isn't passing his classes? What do you mean U.S. Marine wet his pants because he got bullied so bad in soccer practice? That's a U.S. Marine you're talking about. A man? My son's gonna come out of the womb driving a Dodge Ram. 1500. Standard cab. Strippy. No options. Dodge Ram, the cheapest. Base model. New MSRP. Imagine if you were a 1-year-old driving a Dodge Ram. Or a Ford Mustang V6 EcoBoost. That's the most badass 1-year-old around. What's his name? U.S. Marine. U.S. Marine and his brother. Building. Because building, what's stronger than a building?
True.
Also, I just looked over there and saw a building. That's how I decided what to name my son. It's what I looked at. What's his middle name? Construction worker. Building construction worker hide. Built tough. He's gonna come out of the womb driving a fully customized Scion TC. U.S. Marine's gonna be tough. He's gonna drive the Ram. Building construction worker's gonna be fast. He's gonna drive the Scion TC. Turbo. Excess turbo blow-off valve. My son, building construction worker, and their sister, gorgeous diva. That's my daughter you're talking to, sonny boy. Gorgeous diva Hyde. Excuse me? You just said what about my daughter, gorgeous diva? I'm an army dad.
Okay, we're back. Are we back? Hello. Hello, we're back. All right. Sorry. I don't know why I lagged. All right, we're back. We're back. Yeah, the daughter was...
My son, building construction worker, and their sister, sonny boy, gorgeous diva.
Yeah.
That's my daughter you're talking to, sonny boy. Gorgeous diva Hyde. Excuse me? You just said what about my daughter, gorgeous diva? I'm an army dad. Dads against daughters dating. Dads that want to fuck their daughters. Fuck. Dads who imagine their daughters fucking in the room upstairs when Brandon's over.
This is what I was referencing. This is what I was referencing when I talked about how that, like, this is what this reminded me of. Hold on, let's rewind a little bit now.
And that tremendously bothers you. See, when you're a single guy, you're like, I don't know, I just want to live and sleep with her. What do
Dude, he's imagining. He's imagining his daughter's sex
you
life.
think about that, Dad? If it's her dad, you think,
Yeah. What do you dads think in the audience about your daughter's sex life? It's like, I don't, because that's weird. Like, goddamn. That's what that reminded me of.
I can hear them fuck. What do you mean my son's retarded and gay? What are you talking about? U.S. Marine. He's gonna grow up to be gay. Because being gay is one of the toughest things you can do in today's society. There's nothing more difficult or admirable than being gay. Which is why my son, U.S. Marine, is gonna be gay. I'm gonna have the doctor do customization to make sure that he's gay. My son, U.S. Marine, will take care of me in my old age. When I've gone fully insane-o. He'll make sure that I have all the TV and hungry man meals that I need to subsist until death. My son will make sure I die pleasantly. I will say, son, it is your duty to make sure that I die pleasantly and with as much television stimulation as I need.
Dude, I love that. I love that video so much. It's from 7 years ago. Dude. Hell yeah, he only likes manly men. Exactly. There's nothing more manly than liking manly men. Alright? That's like the most manly thing you can do. Alright? Sorry, it's just, I got reminded of that video exists, and I had to show it off, alright? I had to show it off. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was good stuff. Alright. Let's continue.
thinks, I gotta find me a train station and we need to take a drive. That's what I'm thinking if I'm the dad. Right? And so at the end of the day, we want you men to aspire to launch into masculinity. We want you to launch into the workforce.
Why not women? Why can't women be in the workforce? Yo, thank you, Gravhex. I hope I pronounced that correctly. For the 2 saying, I'm poor but want to help out a fellow trans lady. Yo, thank you so much. Helping out a fellow tranny. Let's fucking go. I'm so mad. Dude, am I gonna restart the stream? No, dude, this was like not intentional. Dude, I'm like actually pissed off. I don't know why this shit is like so fucking bad. Like, it shouldn't be. And yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know why. But yeah, the icon herself is back. All right. Then I might just end stream because, like, dude, we lost all our concurrents. This is so sad. I might do a phone stream if it like keeps disconnecting because, like, dude, I can't do that. I can't with my shitty ass Wi-Fi, bro. My shitty ass Wi-Fi. Yeah, dude, I'm in Kabul, Afghanistan. Don't you know? Everyone knows that I'm in Kabul, Afghanistan. It's lagging every second. Dude, yeah, I can't do this. Concurrents are coming back. Dude, this is so scuffed. This is so fucking scuffed. Oh my god. The mods went sicko mode on your armpits? Oh god, that sounds horrifying. What the fuck? No, don't do that. That's like bad. Don't go sicko mode on my armpits. Yeah, 0.1G Wi-Fi, true. Bro, I might actually have to do a phone stream. Alright, this is fucked up. It ain't lagging for me. Dude, we might just have no choice but to switch to mobile. Alright, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. I can't believe this. Alright? Can you believe this, chat? I can't. Pits are the content? You guys are fucked up. You guys are, like, more mentally ill than I am. You know, that says a lot, because I'm pretty mentally ill. And, you know. You guys are, like, mentally ill and all, but, like... Or sorry, I'm mentally ill and all, but you guys are more mentally ill than I am. Go back to the live and pause to see a specific frame. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's like bad. The AI camera knew what to do. Oh god. Oh no. You guys are psychos. You guys are psychopaths. You guys are all psychos. Did you know that? Is it truly mentally ill to want to lick a pretty woman's armpits, Femi? Yeah, it's pretty mentally ill. I think. I don't know. Well, not to want that, but to, like, express it openly in a YouTube live chat. You know? Feel like that's gotta be. It's gotta be pretty ill. Anyways. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a shit signal, so... I'm gonna end stream. Alright, I don't wanna end on a bad note. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where, like, yeah. Alright. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Dude, I hate ending stream when we have, like, a bunch of concurrents. Like, dude, the stream did really well. Yo, thank you so much, Patowcrafter, for the $5. You beautiful fucking bastard. Very much appreciated. Very grateful for that. And, yeah, I had to show you guys U.S. Marine's dad. It's true. It's true. I show you guys a U.S. Marine hide, earplug tape hide, building construction worker hide, and gorgeous diva hide. Alright? That's what you guys got to learn. What do you mean my son, U.S. Marine Hyde, is retarded and gay? He's gonna come out of the womb. Building construction worker is gonna come out of the womb driving a Scion TC. Yes. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Did we love that? Dude, that shit's the best. Dude, we love gorgeous Diva Hyde. Yo, thank you, silly little goob, for the 5 saying here. See ya later. Thank you so much. Very grateful. Very much so. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, there we go. Anyways, wah. I recommend Kingdom. Did you show them Road Rage Hyde? Hold on, give me a sec, Anyways, I'm gonna hop off for now. Yeah.